ora, haere mai. That means hello and welcome. And you've probably heard from a lot of the speakers over the last few days about the New Zealand language and how we pronounce our vowels differently. Now, Te Reo, which is the name for the Maori language, it only has 15 letters in their alphabet. So therefore, depending on the vowel at the end of a word, dictates how you pronounce vowels in the middle of the word. And no matter whether you're speaking English or Australian or American or Te Reo, outsiders all think Kiwis swear way too much. And this is why. I'm going to be blunt here. WH in Te Reo is pronounced as an F, followed by the letter A, which is pronounced as an A. Get it now? Carving actually began in the Bay of Plenty in New Zealand. Now, this is where we're going to be docking in Tauranga. This is also my hometown. So it makes it a little bit more special for this talk. It's actually the very beginning of where carving began in New Zealand. These early forms evolved as the first Maori became accustomed to their new islands. And that's where the carving came from, and that's the sort of carving that you'll see on meeting houses and statues all around the country today. A punamu meri was the most revered of all weapons, passed down from one generation to another, along with the manner and the prestige that came with owning a weapon that a great warrior had once used. And whales were rarely hunted, but if they did wash up on the beaches, stranded, then they too would be eaten. Now you can see a cross-cut saw here. You can see mother and son there standing in the middle to give you an idea of the girth of the tree. You've got a man down here with his cross-cut saw. He's cut his V in there to keep going, and another man just hiding right at the end. These were huge trees, and the only technology that they had to get them down was to cut them with a cross-cut saw. Once the tree was down and they wanted slabs, I don't know what they did. No chainsaws yet. The beginner carver these days obviously would start off, actually they don't even start off with timber these days. They'll start off with a chalk-like product, and you'll see a lot of these chalk-like products in landscape displays and gardens around the place. And to become a master carver today, to be called a master carver would still take about 20 years. Now I'm going to tell you a Maori legend. It explains how Aotearoa, which is the Maori name for New Zealand, Aotearoa meaning land of the long white cloud. And I'm going to tell you how Aotearoa was born. If you've got any questions, please come and ask me about it, especially if you've got any questions about anything that you might want to buy while you're in New Zealand, just to make sure that you're on the right track. A question? Right, she just asked one of the pictures that I had of a tiki. It was a large tiki, and it was being worn sideways. No special significance whatsoever. But again, different tribes had different legends and different ways of doing things. And if you have a look around, you can buy a tiki either straight up and down, like such. You can also buy them sideways, like that. And I think the one you're referring to was white, wasn't it? There was a white one there, quite a large white one that was being hung sideways across the chest. That would have been whalebone. Okay, thank you very much for coming. I'll see you soon.